Hi and welcome to TranAm TV. My name's Ed Miles and this is the Bering Exodus jacket. So this jacket's a sort of starter jacket, 3/4 length from Bering, but it's still feature packed and still hits that CE approval that's all important for motorcycle wear. So the jacket itself is CE approved using a 600D Fibertech outer, so that's a material that's been approved for motorcycle use that hits the CE norms and gives it a CE certification throughout. So that's abrasion resistance, tear resistance, stitching, all those type of things tested within the jacket. Talk about some of the other features running from the top to the bottom. You've got shoulder armour and elbow armour that is CE approved again, adjustable elbow armour so you can get it nice and comfortable on your elbows. Come back to the top, you've got a nice neoprene area around the top and around the neck area to make it comfortable for you across the top here. It can be a bit of a problem area for some people, so they had this bit of soft material around the top. Again, you wouldn't see that on some of the cheaper jackets. It just sets the Bering apart, especially at this price point from the cheaper stuff on the market. In terms of waterproofing, we're using a BW Tech 100 Plus membrane. That's a breathable membrane. The plus piece essentially means that there's a layer of wickerable material above the membrane to allow it to breathe a little bit better. It gets the moisture through it a little bit better, a bit nicer, and that's sort of Bering's go-to membrane when it's at this sort of price point. It is breathable, it's not like a plastic bag lining, so it's a really quality membrane. And as with all Bering products, you've got 5mm either side of the stitching. They always make sure they're seam taping it, so you're not going to get any seam taping problems either. Back to the front of the jacket, you've got Bering's aerodynamic system running across the front. These are ventilation points that vent to a membrane. The air then passes over the top of the product, out the back of these vent holes at the back of the jacket. So you get an air flowing across, removing that moisture out from inside the jacket itself. Sticking to the back, you've got a map holder pocket across here. Again, a bit difficult to see on the video. You've got a map holder or sandwich pocket at the back there for your pillion. Sorry, just quickly, a reflective area on the back of the Bering jacket, as you would expect as well. Spinning it back around to the front. Adjusters on the side so you can keep the wind and water out of the jacket if you're not wearing the appropriate trousers underneath, and adjusters on the side as well. Come down to the pockets, 2 Velcro closure patch pockets. Again, don't keep your phone in these, just put some credit cards, maybe your keys in these pockets. There's no zip, they are lined slightly, but you're not going to keep all the water out of these because you're going to get it in at 80 miles an hour in a driving rain without any problem at all. There's going to get some water in those pockets. They do their best at that point, but I wouldn't keep any phones in it. Running across the jacket itself, simple Velcro closure onto a storm flap, sewn across the front. So you're not going to get any water or air ingress inside this either. Opening it up, you've got a good hard big gauge zip down the front, which is nice and strong for burst resistance. Opening up, small piece of smock across the chest to keep it warm in that area, because it's vital that area keeps nice and warm. Back to the inside, we've got a thermo lining inside that you can remove in summer. And when you do remove it, as I say, there's that BW Tech membrane with a wickerable lining on the top of it, because it keeps it really comfortable in summer. You're not going to get drips of sweat running down the inside. It's going to try and remove as much sweat as possible in the summer months across the inside of the jacket. Pocket included on the inside, that's where your phone goes. Keep it nice and dry as far to the inside of the jacket as you possibly can. That's with the lining out. With the lining in, you can run it on this side here, so there's always a pocket for you to keep your phone in that's going to keep it nice and dry. So that's the Bering Exodus jacket. Your starting point for a 3/4 length standard black jacket. It's a massive selling area for us. It's a quality product and it's just got those few details that sets it apart from the competition. So get down to your local Bering stockist, have a look at it, and if you need any more information on it, please see tranam.co.uk.